I'm going to start off, if you don't mind, first by recognizing Lily Cutler. She's with us today, and her birthday was Friday. And so I'd wish her a very, very happy belated birthday and hope the next year for her is absolutely a spectacular one. We miss you, Lilia, and we hope you can join us soon. In person, it'll be even greater. So my lecture today is inspired by a channeling I did last Friday night. I am a member of a trance circle that we meet every Friday night. And the person who came through me, or the entity, was a Native American who named himself Tall Bear. Very upright, standing, forceful energy, but also a very loving one. And he spoke about standing tall in the midst of the whirlwinds of energy surrounding every individual and also with every situation. Standing tall means knowing your strengths and your abilities and utilizing them in your everyday life and in everyday situations, enabling you to remain upright and strong no matter what problem you are faced with, no matter what situation you find yourself in or experiencing. There's always a chance to stand tall and stand in your truth, stand in your power. Right now, as I'm sure you are all aware, especially as a society, we're facing the whirlwinds of change. So much change, so much chaos going around us. We have political situations, we have environmental conditions and changes, we have unemployment, illness, so much unemployment, so many people out of work. And sometimes we just want to bury our heads in the sand and sort of just hide away and do nothing. But in truth, we can't do this. It's very important that we remain standing. Tall Bear reminded me of this, that we sway in the winds of change. If we stand too rigid, unable to work and unable to change, we will eventually be blown over. Because remember this, the trees, plants in general, as the wind blows, they sway. And in the swaying, their roots are stronger, so it keeps them more upright, and they stand upright. And the same with us, as we meet the day-to-day challenges, and also the challenges of society as a whole, as an individual, because that's all we can do, is it makes us stronger, we can stand upright and face our own problems. And remember, standing tall doesn't mean standing. Sometimes we have to sit. And you can weather out the storm just by going within sometimes. Sit quietly and stand in that fashion and let the whirlwinds of change go around you, but also being aware of them at the same time and changing ourselves as necessary to meet these challenges. We stand in our strength and we reach down to Mother Earth, or the Earth Mother as he called it, which is to help us remain grounded. Because remember, we have physical bodies and the physical bodies are of Mother Earth. We get this substance from her. But then we are reminded of from higher spirit, or the great spirit, as Tall Bear called it, that we have that part of us too that exists in that realm as well. And they come together in human form, and that is us. We are that divine entity of the earth and of spirit, all one. And we can bring down the peace and love from spirit and anchor that in our heart and use that to strengthen us as we absorb strength from Mother Earth to help us get through no matter what situation we face. We stand between the two worlds and gather strength from both. As spiritualists, we communicate with the higher realms of vibration and bring messages from our departed ones, and also from the higher vibrations, such as the angelic beings and also ascended masters, guides, and teachers. We all can get this information from those higher realms. So we have to be a part of both worlds, the high and the low. The low meaning the earth, not of the lower vibrations. And we need to allow these vibrations from Mother Earth and the Great Spirit to blend within us, to blend in our hearts, to create a cohesiveness which gives us that strength, gives us that ability to meet our changes and meet our challenges head on. Standing Bay reminds us that no matter what turmoil we find ourselves in, if we stand tall and meet the challenges head on, we will survive and we will be stronger. We must act out of love and concern for others, and never out of fear and hate. For that will tear us down rather than keeping us strong. And learn to be the observer of things around you, of the energy as they swirl, the energies, they flow around us all the time. You don't always have to jump into every situation that presents itself. Sometimes you just observe them and let them go by. Let them serve their own purpose in their own way. We don't have to jump in and fix every situation or change them. The only thing that we can really change is ourselves and our perceptions of all the changes that are going on around us. We can either go with them, let them go, or we can fight them. It's up to you. I don't fight anymore. I take the peaceful route because it means peace for myself. And when you're in the midst of your personal storms, learn to go within for the answers. We've been told many times the answers are within us. Everything we need to know is there within. If we but quiet our minds and ask to be led, ask for our higher selves to guide us, protect us, to guide us through our day-to-day living, we will be so much better and we won't live in fear and hate. Because then, coming from the higher vibration, we meet all with love and compassion. And that's what's so important right now, that we meet everyone, every situation, no matter how bad it seems. We send it love. We send it compassion. We send good vibrations out, never the negative ones. And if at first you can't receive the information you're looking for when you go into your meditation, we are reminded to ask. Ask and it shall be given. You can ask your angelic helpers, ask your guides and teachers for the information, and they will guide and protect us. They will heal us. But sometimes we have to be reminded to ask. It's so important as we go through our daily lives to know when to ask and when not to. But it's important when you do need it to go within and feel the power within you. They will help you remain strong and weather any situation. They will not make any decision for you. They will only offer guidance. Remember, it is always up to you because we live in a state of free will to make our own choices or not. And remember, if you make a choice, you can always change it later on. Things don't seem to be going away with that particular choice. You can always change it. It's as simple as a thought. Okay, didn't work out. Angels help guide me towards another way to go, and it will. So I say to you, be like the trees, stand tall, and sway with the winds. Seek the light from above, and that which nourishes you from below. Stand tall and strong, and meet life head on. And so one little thing on Facebook this morning, which I thought I would quote. In a society that has you counting money, pounds, calories, and steps, be a rebel and count your blessings instead. For remember, if we look for the blessings, they'll be there for us. And more will come as we look and appreciate that which we have. For when we are in gratitude for all that we have, more will be added to us. Thank you.